Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you some elusive fun. I said that instead of playing what you used to right now by elusives, we're playing Fizz Gnar. And this idea with this deck with Freljord, so Bilgewater Freljord, is that we use the Starlit Seer and a lot of cheap cost spells like Warning Shot, Brittle, etc. to just buff up our elusives so much bigger than the opponent can deal with, right? So we have Fizz, we have Marai Sunstress, we have Sap, and we have Wiggle Burberfish. All of these elusives would love to get buffed by the Starlit Seer, or by the Omen Hawk, or by the gift of the Half-Blood. So the combo here is just degenerate elusives, right? Where you just buff one of them, or a couple of them, as big as you can, and then just push a lot of damage. Obviously, the Fizz itself becomes really hard for the opponent to deal with, and it just becomes pure nonsense once you get the right units to be buffed up. Obviously, the deck can be a little bit inconsistent. Like you can't control what you get with the Starlit Seer, right? So you might be buffing up a unit with like a bunch of spells and then just end up drawing like a 10/10 Omen Hawk or draw a second Starlit Seer. And Gnar is not a bad target for it because at least Gnar can get overwhelmed after the fact. So at least Gnar can still push damage that way. Now the deck does struggle a little bit against some of the repulse from Ionia, but sometimes you can just run them down because they, you have a lot of elusive units to be able to block their elusive attackers as well. But aside from that, it seems to do really well against a lot of things in the meta because there's not a lot of like interactability out there to be able to stop something like this, especially not Fizz. There's not a lot of ways that people are out there dealing with elusives. Now, to go through the deck itself, again, we kind of went through all our elusives. We have all the buffs with Omen Hawk and Starlit Seer. For spells, Trundle Warning Shot is really nice because it's a 0-cost spell that can protect your Fizz, as well as also trigger your Gnar. British Steel, Elixir of Iron, just protection. 3 Sisters, protection. 1 in 3, just to try to get your champions. 2 Inner Beasts. Maybe you can put like maybe if you're going against another elusive deck, you can put the Overwhelm on one of your big elusives. Share Spoils is really good. It's one of the ways that you're able to buff your units and also guarantee that you draw one of them. Trojan to survive. And again, I really like the gift of the Half-Blood because it just heals your Nexus, grants all your allies, and you even draw something. It's like this guy is doing so much for this archetype at burst speed as well. And then finally, to Battle Furies is a big top end. You can put in one of your elusives or your Overwhelm and just push the lethal damage that way. This deck is pretty solid. It's been around for a while, right? I think the only new card here is going to be that gift of the Half-Blood. But I think it's actually been doing really well in the current meta. I think it does decently against most of the meta decks. So give it a shot and let me know how it goes for you. If you like this video and the content, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some more get tips. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Poppy Taric. They might rush us down faster than we can do anything to them. I kind of like this whole hand, including the Gnar. I kind of like the Gnar. Because ideally, I'd rather get like my elusives to get buffed up by the Starlit Seer. And we have just the right cards to potentially buff up the elusives. Okay. Opponent gets to push 2. The Starlit Seer is not a bad blocker. The Starlit Seer is not a bad blocker. We get second Gnar. I mean, the Wallop could be good, right? Wallop is great against Taric.
Together, we can do this.
Wallop is going to be great against Taric. We could have attacked there. Yeah, we could have attacked there. We lost 2 damage for no reason.
You're covered.
Okay. Let's play Omen Hawk first. Let's play Omen Hawk first. Here's the question. Do we go for... Do we go for a Pokey Stick or do we just go for the Share Spoils? I guess let's go here. I mean, I was thinking, do we go for the level up Gnar or do we just go like this? I think we just go like this, right? It's a big Sunstress. Unfortunately, we don't have any other spells to really make it work. I like the Gnar. I like the Gnar so that we have access to the Wallop. Because I need to be able to stun a unit net stun, right?
Are you here to help me?
The
Yeah, I need to be able to stun this Taric next turn. So I like the Gnar here. This Sun Stress is big, but might not be enough to actually get us there. I want the opponent to commit the rally before we commit the wallop, right? So I want the opponent to commit the rally before we commit the wallop. Okay, well. I think I'm okay with that. So... We could just stun. But I really think this stun has to be used for when the opponent goes... Because I want to be able to play the Sun Stress this turn. So I think we actually go the Flash Freeze. Just so that we can play the Sun Stress. Right? So we go like this. I'm down to kill this by now. I think this already did its job. And now we can play the Sun Stress here. We'll keep the Gnar back. We're just going to push this 7 damage. Because this wallop is going to be more important for us to... Wow, okay. Okay. Huh. This is 13. This is 16. Still not enough. I like the Burblefish. I like the Burblefish. We got another 3 sisters. That's actually amazing. I like this Burblefish. Again. Oh man, I don't know why I keep... Ah. I don't think the second Sun Stress matters, right? Sorry about that. I don't know why my throat was messed up. As long as we stun that Taric. Well, that's not true, because we also gotta be careful, right? That we don't just die. Yeah, we gotta be careful that we don't just die. Because the opponent's gonna get a lot of units. A pretty big attack next turn. Opponent's gonna get a pretty big attack next turn. So we have 7 mana next turn. This is gonna cost me 4. And this is gonna cost me 3. So I think I'm okay to do the share spoils. Okay, we have the second wallop now, so I think we're okay.
I'm not as strong as you were. What if I can't make it?
We sacrifice everything and we live. So we can sacrifice everything and we live at 2. But then again, like we talked about, opponent can easily have rally, so they can have double rally here. So they can have double rally here. Maybe we actually kill this Taric with the Battle Fury. But that still loses to the rally because opponent still has a pretty full board. The bad thing for the opponent is that if they attack with Poppy or anything else, we have blockers, right? So they can't really attack with everything. We could also just commit the wallop right now and protect that damage. Okay, so yeah, so we killed that Poppy. So we kill the Poppy and wallop the Taric, and we should be okay.
I can do this.
No matter which way we do it, we kill all your units except for whatever you drag with the Fleet Feather. So if I'm the opponent, I'm dragging something with the Fleet Feather. Yeah. If I'm the opponent, I'm always dragging something with the Fleet Feather. So all we're gonna do is take that 3 damage from the Protector, and opponent's rally is gonna be messed up. Yeah, so we just wallop. So we just wallop the Taric, and we're okay. We're gonna use this wallop because this now is pretty big. So this now over here got buffed up a bunch by the Starlit Seer. We go here, we go here. We wallop like we talked about, and even if the opponent has the rally, it's not gonna matter. So even if the opponent has the rally, it's not gonna matter anymore. And then next time we have Battle Fury. The multiple Gnars are really clutch in this deck. The multiple Gnars are really clutch in this deck. Opponent loses the whole board. They're digging. They have to dig. They have to kind of dig pretty hard here. They tapped out a double rally, although again the rally's not gonna do anything for them. We have a second Wallop. We're gonna play the Sunstress just so that we have another unit that can push damage.
No, please.
So we're gonna play the Sunstress. We still have access to 3 Sisters. And we have lethal in the open. So we have lethal in the open here, right? Oh. I like setting up the open lethal. Because another thing that we can do is that we can always go the Wallop as a defensive tool. And yeah, opponent knew that they had no way to stop this, so GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Nami, Twisted Fate, Lee Sin. The downside in this matchup is that the opponent's going to have a lot of elusive blockers, right? I'm trying to look for my Omen Hawk or my Starlit Seer. We get the Starlit Seer. We get double warning shot, which is not amazing, actually. Yeah, so the opponent has a lot of elusive blockers, which can be a little bit problematic. I guess we can go Starlit Seer. We can always trigger the Gnar because of the warning shots. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I don't know if we actually have enough oomph to actually be able to get there. So I'm trying to see how this is going to work out. Because once they get to the combo turns, it's going to be really hard for us to be able to do anything. I guess let's go ahead and do this. Let's have one elusive unit here. This is going to serve as an elusive blocker later. Also allows us to buff something up with the Starlit Seer. We can play the Gnar. I might actually prefer to go for the Pokey Stick instead of going for the Gnar level up right away. So I think I'm definitely down to do it that way. Let's just push some damage here to begin with. Inner Beast? Inner Beast is not bad. I think I prefer... Do I care about keeping this alive? I don't think I do. I think I want to go for the Pokey Stick. Here. I guess they did that so that they could... Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? They did that so that they could attack with the Disciple here. So maybe we should have kept it alive. Because now the opponent gets draw and a free spell. Nami's going to be leveled up now. Unfortunately. I guess let's go here. Let's go here and just push a little bit more damage. Emerald Shelly, sure. If the opponent gets greedy here, we can actually kill things. Opponent tapped out of... Wow. Really? Really? I don't think I agree with this. I think I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna put the Overwhelm on the Shelly. Right? That makes the most sense to me. We have Share Spoils as well. Just buff this unit as big as possible. And here we go. Exactly what we're looking for. So now we get the Fizz. We have a leveled up Gnar. This thing is gonna have Overwhelm. Vulnerable. Which means that the opponent's not gonna have an elusive blocker. Because the Shelly's gonna die. The only downside here is gonna be Nami. Alright? So if the opponent gets Nami, I'm in trouble. Nami's the only thing that scares me. Lee Sin gets stunned by the Wallop. That's not a Lee Sin. And even if the opponent has Nami, I think we're chilling now. Yeah, I think we're chilling now. How do we do this? Take that 4. Maybe opponent just has a bunch of burble fish. Okay, perfect. He lets us play the Fizz. So now we have even a better blocker into the Shelly. It's gonna be 8, 9 with the Overwhelm. So 9 with the Overwhelm, 10, 11. I'm okay letting this go, right? I guess we could always just go Inner Beast. But then the opponent is able to just stop us. If we go 3 Sisters, opponent potentially doesn't have any way to answer this. So we go Flash Freeze. How are they answering this? They tapped out of the Homecoming, right? So opponent has 4 mana, but they tapped out of the Homecoming because they cannot do the Tailstone plus Homecoming. If they try to target Fizz, we still have access to Warning Shot. Would you style? The opponent still dies because of the Warning Shot. Yeah, so opponent still dies because the Warning Shot levels up the Fizz. We probably didn't even need to do it, by the way. We could just chill, since we could have done it to open up next turn. That's I'm okay with that. Remember, this thing has vulnerable, right? So all the opponent did for us is literally just have this just die. I like the second sap. Now that they'll put, like, opponent has 7 mana. If they have the Homecoming, they're always gonna do the Homecoming, right? They're gonna have to stun, but they're stunning the sap. So they're stunning the sap. So I'm okay with that. Dead in their tracks. I kind of feel like I kind of like keeping the Warning Shot. So what about we go for an entreat here? What about we go for an entreat and just go like this? Opponent goes down to 1, and then we Warning Shot and win the game. And that's game. Woo, we got there. Opponent will literally have to play the Tailstones into the health bar right now. They don't, so that's game. GG's. GG's. Yeah, so I think I always develop there just because it's so easy for the opponent to just keep all that mana, have like stuns and recalls, etc. So it's better to present another threat that the opponent has to deal with. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Timelines. I don't think they're gonna have a great way to. I guess they have the freeze. They do have the freeze. So they do have the freeze, which could be really scary. I wonder if I should just go Starlit Seer, potentially get a second one, or get the. I don't want to see Fizz this early. Like, I think Fizz this early is not great for us. They get Timelines on 1. They get Timelines on 1. I guess let's just push this damage. Let's just push this damage here. That 2 damage might matter. Just to allow us to kill them sooner. Artisan? What? That's so greedy. That seems a little bit greedy. Huh. I'm not gonna say I expected that. Not gonna say, okay, that Fizz is gonna be a problem. This Fizz is gonna be a problem. We can have Fizz on turn. I wanna keep the Warning Shot. Because on turn 5, I'm gonna go for the Battle Fury. And I need to have the Warning Shot to beat that an Entomb, right? Because the opponent could go for the Entomb, which could be problematic. It sucks, right? Not taking any damage here. So yeah, turn 5, I'm just gonna go Battle Fury and have Warning Shot as a backup. I'm gonna play Gnar right now. I actually don't think I care about the Gnar dying. I mean, we're not gonna use any mana though. Yeah, let's go Gnar. Let's go Gnar here. May we actually let the Starlit Seer go? I think we let the Starlit Seer go. Well, not anymore. I was only gonna let the Starlit Seer go if the opponent tried to attack like a different way, but since they're doing it this way, I think we're chilling. We might be taking too much damage though. We might be taking too much damage, which could be a problem, because that Fisher Whack is gonna be a 4-2 Fisher Whack. Let's go here. I guess opponent ended up tapping out of the Entomb. So I just need to survive one more turn. We have the freeze. We have the freeze. If the opponent doesn't put the Fisher Whack on the Tentacle, we can Pokey Stick. So we have the freeze to stop like this Caitlyn. Oh, okay. I think we're fine. I think we're fine, right? Caitlyn is dealing 7. The Tentacle is going to be dealing 2. We'll have access to Freeze and Elixir of Iron here. Opponent gets... come on. Really? Maybe the opponent gets greedy and attacks with the Diver right now? They got greedy. But then at the same time, we probably cannot block there, right? Okay. So... can go here. Can go here. I guess if the opponent has... if the opponent has a Mystic... right? No, that's not true, because we had Warning Shot, right? So this Warning Shot coming in clutch. So the opponent just gave us the Elusive. And there we go. Boom. Opponent doesn't get a single flash, but we keep the Fizz alive. We play Pokey Stick next turn, which is not ideal, because it taps us out of any other answer. Taps us out of any other answer. I mean, can I afford to do anything else here but the Pokey Stick? So we can go like this, right? We can go like this. This activates the Elusive. So the opponent's gonna have to have a 3 Sisters with the flash with the Flash Freeze. So it has to be exactly 3 Sisters with the Flash Freeze. Troll Shen? It's not enough? Ooh, okay. We got there. So yeah, we got there. A little bit scary, but it ended up working out. We had another great unit there at the end. We could actually survive, even if the opponent survived this time. I guess we would have gotten the Burblefish, but we wouldn't have gotten the Shark, right? So, GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Nami Twisted Fate. And we're going against Stasio. Oh, I like the Starlit Seer. I don't like the Sunstress. I don't like the Sunstress just yet, but the Inner Beast is interesting. The Inner Beast is interesting, right? Let's go more greedy. Okay, double Omen Hawk, not bad. Let's go a little bit more greedy here. Obviously, the problem is double Trouble. So double Omen Hawk, and then we just need to get a lot of Elusives to be able to block their Elusives. And if our Elusives get bigger than theirs, we should be chilling. Not a great draw, because we don't have enough spells to actually play the Burblefish anytime soon. Opponent's gonna look for the draw then. So that tells me that the opponent probably didn't get the double Trouble. Let's go second Omen Hawk, since we didn't draw any units. Do we push the 2 damage here? Ah! Why do we keep getting Burblefish? Yeah, let's just push the damage here. Opponent could decide to block if they wanted to, but I mean, there's no way to sacrifice it into a Burblefish, right? Let's go Starlit Seer. Do we let them continue to get draw here? I guess we don't have to anymore. We can brittle. We can brittle, and that lets us play the Burblefish next turn. So this brittle lets us play the Burblefish next turn, and we start buffing up the Starlit Seer. I think I actually need to play this Burblefish like that. Unfortunately. Just because we don't have any other spells. Oh, that's a huge draw. That's actually a huge draw. So we don't know yet which one of these cards is Nami's gonna buff, right? There's no way to actually tell which one she's gonna buff. I guess we can always just kill it with the Starlit Seer, even if the opponent buffs it. I really need to get this draw. I think I really need to get this draw. I'm gonna take the 33% chance that this one is not gonna get buffed. And go like this. I guess we're putting a Starlit Seer in danger by doing it this way. But it lets me kill it even if this gets buffed, I'm able to kill. Okay, so well, okay, there we go. We picked correctly. We were able to pick correctly. So that I love that works for us. That's a really big elusive unit that the opponent has to watch out for. And we also get Fizz, although the Fizz is a little bit weak. We have enough ways to start the Disciple. Ha! Wow. So this is like telegraphing a Twisted Fate to get rid of all my blockers. Let's go in 3. Let's play the Sunstress.
Not even you. I forgive you.
And just go like this. If we play Fizz, Fizz is gonna die to Twisted Fate because Fizz is not leveled up yet. So the red card, we cannot cancel the red card. I don't want to give the opponent a good reason to do Twisted Fate just yet, because a lot of our cards are vulnerable to it. So a lot of our cards are way too vulnerable to it. So we're just gonna go here and just Brittle Steel this guy. Opponent can only buff this one. Okay, so that's another elusive gone. Okay, they get the Shelly. They get the Shelly. This Fizz is a little bit awkward. We have plenty of blockers and our units, and we have a way to block the Shelly. We get a big Gnar as well. Opponent could recall. Opponent could easily recall the Sunstress down, which could be problematic. I like the Gnar, that way we don't have to worry about the Chemist and stuff like that attacking. Time on win. We have the Freeze and the Elixir of Iron to be able to protect against the Elusives. So I don't think it's in the opponent's interest to attack with their Elusives, right? This is gonna get buffed. I guess we don't go for it, right? Because the opponent's always gonna buff that. I guess we just block like this. I don't hate it. And we play Fizz. That way we have access to the Fizz Playful Trickster. So that way we have access to the Fizz Playful Trickster. Opponent just tapped that up at Twisted Fate. This is such a bad draw in this matchup. And as I say that, they also get a Burblefish themselves. This is such a bad draw in this matchup, huh? Because this is gonna just buff up the Snapjaw. So opponent could easily have the rally as well. I really don't want to play this blood bait. I think we go here. I think we go here with the flash freeze. Opponent has to block, right?
What technique is this?
The problem is that the Fizz is also gonna die. So the Fizz is, well, I guess the Fizz, yeah, the Fizz is gonna die, right? I cannot commit this because this just gets punished by so many things. I guess he doesn't get punished by a recall. He only gets punished by deny. So this only gets punished by the deny, right? Opponent can still kill this Sunstress through the freeze. We still have another spell, and it still kills the Sunstress. Yeah, oh, and they got the stun on top of it too. Sure. And our Fizz doesn't even matter, because we lose the whole board. So the opponent still has the stun and still has 2 elusives. That's a third one now. Cool. Wow, alright, I think that's game. I think that's game. I don't think we can beat the double Shelly plus the Nami. Opponent also has access to stun. Opponent can just stun this guy. Yeah, there you go. Does the damage. We still have an elusive blocker, but it's not going to be enough. Opponent's still going to be dealing 16. They're also wider than... I guess they're going wide, doesn't matter, right? We're going to have to sacrifice the Fizz to make this work. And we still lose to like any buff. The good thing is that the Nami buffs go to the tail of the dragon first. So the Nami buffs go to the tail of the dragon first. So maybe there's a chance. We live at 1. So we're living at 1 here. No, that's not true. Why are we not living at 1? Oh, because he got buffed. This gets buffed twice. Yeah, this gets buffed twice, so we're never living. We need... Our hand was a little bit awkward, right? The opponent ended up getting all their elusives, as well as Nami and Shelly, so their elusives just became much bigger than us, so GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Bard Udyr, Gnar. Interesting. We don't... I guess we have the freezes, right? So that is... We do have the freezes to be able to deal with the Udyr. Do we share spoils here? Even if we get the hit? Maybe we actually just attack with the Omen Hawk and then play the Starlit Seer. Like, I'm wondering if it's better to actually have the share spoils for later. Getting elusives in our hand tends to not be great because you want to buff them up with the Starlit Seer. So this is not great that we have 2 elusives in our hand. Okay, well... No matter what, we're not going to trigger the share spoils anyways, right? So, I guess it ends up working out. I don't mind blocking that Omen Hawk, right? I wonder if the opponent blocks here. If they don't block, are we supposed to share spoils? I don't think so, because we also need a spell. Yeah, they have Inner Beast. I think I'm okay with that Inner Beast. I'm okay with that Inner Beast. I mean, that Stand Swap not doing much at the moment. So I don't hate it. Like, what is the opponent gonna do? Buff their Omen Hawk to be a 3-3? If they do that, we can just play the Sunstress, even though she doesn't have the value. Next time, we definitely gotta play Sap. And just start pushing some damage. Yeah, I think I like the Sunstress. I like the Sunstress like this, just so that we block that Bolting Wonder. So I don't mind doing this. Because she was a little bit awkward, right? And I'm willing to block everything here too. It's gonna put our Starlit Seer at 1 HP, which can then die to the Ram Stance. But I don't think I care about the Ram Stance right now. Like, I don't think the Ram Stance is what I'm worried about. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, so opponent's trying to set up the Ram Stance. I need to be able to get my 3 sisters so that I don't have to worry about Udyr. But we do have 2 draws here to try to get it. So that's always nice. Opponent shouldn't have any removal here. So that's also kind of nice. Opponent could go for the stance swap now. But that's using all their mana. And then we still push 3 damage and get to trigger the share spoils. Nope. Okay. So we get to still... We get value from the Starlit Seer regardless. And I guess it makes sense. Opponent ended up getting the bar. So it doesn't make sense for them to try to kill this. And we got the star of the show. We got Fizz. So we got the Fizz. I'm actually... If the opponent doesn't open attack, we can just play Gnar instead. I guess opponent could go for the Udyr. So if opponent goes for Udyr, that can be a little bit scary. That's not an Udyr. I like the Gnar now. So the only attack that the opponent has is with the Ancient Yeti. I don't mind getting the Poké Stick here. And again, I'm not scared of the stance swap. Because we have enough value everywhere else. We're gonna go ahead and go for the Fizz. We have access to the Elixir of Iron. We have Poké Stick to trigger stuff. Opponent already has 3 stance swaps though, so they could easily level up that Udyr. So we go here. We can go Elixir of Iron and Inner Beast. Yeah, there's the Ram Stance, right? So there's the Ram Stance. Don't think I care about the Starlit Seer anymore. This also lets us kill the Udyr, by the way. Sorry, the Bard. This also lets us kill the Bard, and we still get to push all this damage. And get another Poké Stick right after. And we got the Battle Fury, which means that now we're chilling. This now is going to level up. We got a second Poké Stick. We have Elixir of Iron to protect ourselves if we need to against a second stance swap. And I think we're okay. We're not committing the second Poké Stick this turn. We don't need to, right? Okay, so what they're trying to do here is that they're trying to be able to kill this Fizz. Do we let this Gnar level up? Or do we protect the Fizz next turn? I mean, sorry, like, do we protect this now? We're 2 spells away from leveling here. We don't have the way to actually do it at burst speed. I think I like keeping the Gnar alive. Next time, if the opponent opens with a second stance swap, then yeah, they could kill my Fizz. But we can save it with the Share Spoils and the Poké Stick to allow the Fizz to level up. And opponent wouldn't really... Like, if the opponent opens with the stance swap, they really run out of value, right? Because they go down to 4 mana. So if they open up with the stance swap, they're going down to 4 mana. And there we go. So we go Share Spoils. And I guess at this point, let's just go here. Just so that we... I know it's not going to cancel it, but I just want to make sure that we don't die to, like, the attacks. And now what? Opponent's only pushing 5 damage. They also have taken a lot of damage themselves. Oh, they're not even pushing 4 damage anymore. I mean, we can just go the Starlit Seer. Do I even want to do this, though? I think I keep the Wallop. Instead. Ah, that's unfortunate. Do they have anything for 1 mana that can kill us? This is 2, 5, 6. So it's gonna be 8 damage that the opponent is dealing to us. We have... So we can go stance swap here, put Overwhelm, and then go for the Battle Fury, but that still loses to a freeze. which has me a little bit concerned. Let's go Starlit Seer. That lets me block the Ancient Yeti and not take the damage. I might need more time. I might need more time to actually be able to kill them. They only have 2 mana. They shouldn't have any removal for 2 mana that can kill Fizz. We can just attack and then have the Battle Fury to percent lethal on whatever unit the opponent doesn't block. Because let's say... Oh, they have the Ruthless Red. Alright, so let's go here. Now if the opponent attacks with the Esmus, they're just losing to the Mirage Sunstress. Because remember, this guy has vulnerable, right? So we can pull here, and this is 4 damage. And then everything else get us there. I guess that's not true, because this is going to be... I guess if opponent goes to 1, they die to the stand swap. So if opponent goes to 1, they die to the stand swap. They need to block here. Oh, this is 4. Actually, no, this is exactly 7. Because it's 4 and 3, even if the opponent blocks both with this unit. So it's exactly 7. Well, having access to Battle Fury to be able to finish up the game if the opponent has a freeze. Now, opponent could technically have double freeze, 2, 3 sisters, and they don't have it. So, GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Hecarim Zed and then 1 Maokai. Okay, so this is just going to be an ephemeral deck, right? Trying to see if I should keep the 2 Gnars. I think I keep neither. I think I'm looking for spells, right? I think I'm looking for spells and just making like a really big unit. So we can go Omen Hawk, Starlit Seer, Starlit Seer. Unfortunately, this is a little bit too early for what we wanted. Let's just push the 1 damage. I know I'm giving the opponent the Allo buff. I guess we could just... Make sure I just waited for the block, right? Because now the opponent could easily do a lot of damage here. Yeah, I don't care about that. It's pushing 4, but I think it's fine. So it's 1 more damage than we would have taken last turn. I'm gonna open attack and just take my 2 damage. You gotta just open attack and take my 2 damage here. I guess that's not true, right? I guess we go Starlit Seer and then we go Fizz. Opponent probably wants to play... Do we warning shot? I think we warning shot. I think we warning shot and attack with everything. I don't think I need this to be buffing too many cards. This is gonna be 5 damage. Because we have the Fizz on the field now, it's very likely for us to be able to just kill the opponent in the next couple of turns. So I don't care what the opponent is doing here, right? Now I need to watch out for that 1 Maokai. I need to actually watch out for that 1 Maokai. Nope. Cool. We'll go here. Share spoils, not amazing. This is gonna be 5. I think we just take it. Share spoils is not what I'm looking for, right? Now in 3 is kind of nice. We can go Sunstress, and then we'll have access to share spoils. This is gonna be, yeah. So this Maokai is a little bit annoying. Because the opponent will be able to kill the Fizz. Opponent's down to 3 HP though. So opponent's down to 3 HP. The cards in the top of our deck are not what we're looking for. It's gonna be Hecarim here. So the opponent's definitely gonna go Hecarim here, right? That's not a Hecarim. They still get the let's go here. They're still gonna get to kill this Fizz, right? But we still have 2 other elusives. And we're not in any threat of dying just yet. Oh, they're not even gonna kill the Fizz. I think not killing the Fizz is a mistake, right? How do you not kill this Fizz? What is that? What is that? What spells could the opponent have that they're putting on the stack before they even attack? Sure. So I guess we go like this, and then you're still losing to the Fizz next turn? So then you're losing to the Fizz next turn. We go here first, that triggers the Fizz. And then we're gonna play the Burblefish so that we have a spell in order to protect this Fizz. And that's game. The only punish here would have been if the opponent had like the spells that summons the lifesteal units. The opponent will be able to like lifesteal all the way back up. But I think we have enough value that we don't need to worry about that. So GG's. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoy those games and you can see what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, you have a big elusive, and then you can just push a ton of damage with them to just win the game. Now, in terms of mulligan, it might be a little bit counterintuitive, but you don't want to keep your champions for the most part, right? So you want a hard mulligan for Omen Hawk and for Starlit Seer. And the reason that we're doing that is because these two cards will allow us to buff our elusives that are in our deck. We want our elusives and our champions to be in the deck so that they get the buffs from the Starlit Seer and the Omen Hawk, or even from the Gift of Half-Blood or the Share Spoils. If they're not in our deck and they're in our hand instead, then they're not taking advantage of those buffs. So you go for the Omen Hawk, you go for the Starlit Seer, and you kind of go from there. There's going to be certain situations where you might have to keep like your Gnar, etc. if you feel like you need a little bit more spells and a little bit more defensive tools. But for the most part, just look for Omen Hawk, Starlit Seer, kick everything out, and kind of go from there. Although I guess, you know, you don't have to, if you really have a Starlit Seer, you might be okay keeping some spells so you can start enabling that Starlit Seer. But aside from that, I would kick everything else. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this degenerate elusive deck. If you did, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day, new deck every day. And you can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream 2 to 3 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.